So for centuries, humanity has gazed at the stars, wondering if we are alone. So we are watched the signals, and we have already listened for the signals, peered through the most powerful telescope for everything out of the ordinary. So, and that is something which we actually mesmerize doing so. And sometimes just the universe throw us a curved ball that makes us question everything and we thought we knew. So remember Oumuamua, the interstellar object that zipped through our solar system, baffling the scientists and sparking a wild speculation about an alien origin. So, well, hold on your telescopes, because a new cosmic anomaly has just entered the chat. So we are talking about the Comet 3I ATLAS, and its recent image are so bizarre. So they are not just breaking the internet, they are actually reigniting the alien origin debate, with some scientists actually daring to ask, could these strange sun-facing anti-tail be artificial? So let us actually get our bearing. What exactly is Comet 3I ATLAS? Its full designation is P 2019 A7, but it is more commonly known as 3I ATLAS because it has discovered by asteroid terrestrial impact last alert system, or ATLAS, in January 2019. So it is fairly typical comet in some respect. It is icy body hailing from outer reaches of our solar system and likely to Kuiper belt, or perhaps even further out in the actually Oort cloud. So it is approaching the sun, and its eyes vaporize, creating a glowing cloud around its called as a coma, and two distinct tail, the dust tail and the iron tail, both traditionally pushed away from the sun by solar radiation and solar wind. So this is fundamental comet physics. But when we talk about 3I ATLAS, it is just any comet. It is an interstellar comet, meaning it is originated from beyond our solar system, and this is immediately put it in a rare company alongside with objects like Oumuamua. So its journey makes it special, but it is the recent image that have truly sent shockwave through the astronomical community. So new high-resolution image of 3I ATLAS has revealed something truly perplexing. Instead of just an expected tail flowing behind it, we have seen an incredible complex jet structure. So think of it like a multiple stream of material erupting from the comet's nucleus. But here is a kick. Among these jets are phenomena being described as anti-tail. So what does it anti-tail means? It is actually not necessarily material physically moving towards the sun. Instead, it is an optical illusion, or rather a perspective trick. Imagine a very broad sheet like dust tail that stretches across the comet orbit. If the Earth is in just the right position relative to the comet and its orbital plane, we can see this dust sheet from an angle that makes it appear as if a tail segment is pointing towards sun. So it is like looking at the edge of the plate. So these are often formed by larger, slower moving dust particles that aren't pushed as effectively by solar radiation pressure as the lighter particles. So they spread out along the comet's orbital path, creating this broad, flat sheet of debris. When our line of sight align, we see it as an anti-tail. So entities themselves, while rare, aren't entirely unheard of. So we have seen them before with more comets. And so why 3I Atlas causing such a stir? Because the scale and the prominence of these anti-tail combined with the sheer complexity of its multiple highly structured jet has pushed the boundary of what we typically expect from a natural cometary out gazing. So it is not just one anti-tail, it is whole intrigue system that seems almost too organized. So now we actually can talk that this is where things get really interesting and maybe complex, and where the echoes of Oumuamua becomes undeniable. So for those who need a refresher, Oumuamua was first known as interstellar object to visit our solar system. So it had a highly unusual elongated shape, and crucially, it is exhibited as a non-gravitational acceleration, means it shed up its left the sun but without any visible cometary trail or outgassing. So the last part was a key. Without a visible jet of gas or jet, scientists struggle to explain the acceleration. So one prominent hardware professor, Avi Loeb, famously proposed an alien origin, suggesting Oumuamua could be an interstellar probe or a light sail. So while most astronomers eventually settle on a less exotic explanation for Oumuamua acceleration, like invisible hydrogen gas jet, the debate shows us that just how quickly the scientist community can push to the consider truly groundbreaking possibility when faced with unprecedented anomaly. So now enter 3I Atlas. We have a second interstellar visitor displaying highly unusual characteristics. And here we are more seeing an extremely complex and organized looking jet structure with prominent anti-tail. So this isn't just a simple outburst of gas, it is highly defined, almost symmetrical emission pattern. And for some of this apparent design is too much to ignore. So what are the arguments fueling this renewed alien origin debate? So prominent of these artificial hypothesis point is to sheer complexity and apparent order of jet structure. So they argue that these jet, particularly the prominent anti-tail, are too well defined, too symmetrical, too persistent to be purely natural phenomena. So could these jets be a propulsion system, venting mechanism, or even more communication signal from sophisticated interstellar probe camouflaged as a comet? So the anti-tail pointing towards the sun could be seen as a controlled thrust rather than passive dust. So it is bold claim, but when we look at the images, it is hard not to wonder. So, however, the vast majority of astronomers maintain that these are entirely natural processes and albeit complex one. So, comets are notoriously unpredictable. Their nuclei can be irregularly shaped, cracked, or contain pockets of highly volatile ice. And as the powerful directed jet, the interaction of solar radiation, solar wind, and the comet rotation can create an incredible intrigue and seemingly designed pattern with these eruptions. So furthermore, the anti-tail illusion is well understood, and it does not require alien technology, just a right view angle and sufficiently a large dust particle. While Atlas jets are remarkable, astronomers argue that given the right combination of rotational speed, the nucleus shape and compositions, and our viewing prospect can even actually seemingly alien pattern we can see in that patterns and can be explained by known physics. So it is just happened to be particularly striking example. So what does this happen, and why all this is being appear and it being discussed, and when confronted with the cosmic anomaly, does the segment of scientific and public community immediately jumps to aliens? So part of it is pure human curiosity. The idea that we are not alone is deeply ingrained in our collective consciousness, and every time when we have unexplained phenomena appears, it fuels that ancient hope and wonder, and this is exciting to imagine. Now, another factor is that the nature of scientific inquiry itself. The scientists have trained to be skepticals to demand of extraordinary evidence for extraordinary claims, and but they are also driven by desire to understand the universe. And when established model doesn't quite fit into that category, the door open, and if just a crack but truly revolutionary ideas. So, and sometimes those revolutionary ideas are just too tempting to ignore, and even if they lack definitive proof. So, it is also a testament to the incredible unknown that still exists in our universe, and we are only just begin to explore our own solar system, and let alone the vastness and also beyond that. So, when there's a interstellar object arrives, bringing with its hint of another star system, it challenges our assumption about normal and what is possible. So what happens now with the Comet 3I Atlas? The good news is that unlike Oumuamua, which was discovered as it was already leaving, Atlas still observable for some time. And this means the astronomer will be dedicating significant resources and time to study it. So more data, more observation, and more detailed analysis of its light curves, spectral emissions, and orbital trajectories will be crucial, and we need to determine if there are any other non-gravitational accelerations and how consistently these jets behave, and if these compositions reveal anything unusual. So all this is under study under the lens. The more we learn about its exact properties and how it interacts with the solar environment, the more likely we are to find the conclusive natural explanation. Of course, it is also heading away from us, and eventually it will fade back into the interstellar void, taking some of its secret with it. But the hunt for answers will continue, and as long as it is within our sight, within our reach. So the story of Comet 3I Atlas is potent reminder of the wonders and mysteries that still exist in our universe, and whether these bizarre entity-tales are merely a spectacular display or natural commentary of physics, and sometimes more deliberate, so that we have to really understand. One thing which is really clear is that it is pushing the boundaries of our understanding. So while it is vital to remain scientifically grounded and look for the simplest, most probable explanation, it is equally important to keep an open mind and allow ourselves to wonder. So because sometimes the most extraordinary discoveries come from asking the most audacious questions. So is the Comet 3I Atlas a messenger from another star system, carefully disguised? So, or it is simply a magnificent, if unusual, icy wanderer, revealing the incredible complexities of natural cosmic phenomena. So, debate definitely will continue. So, what do you think about this? Is it merely a complex comet, or it is there are more to 3I Atlas? So, then meets the eye. So let us know in your comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more cosmic mysteries, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss next deep dive into the universe. So big questions are definitely there, and we will be discussing further. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye.